Welcome back everyone to our Budget Buzz monthly series, and welcome to the month of October. Let's see what we're building in this month's episode. So before we get too far into the video, just want to outline what Budget Builds Monthly is. In case you've seen this before or you're new to the channel, welcome. Let's check out what Budget Builds Monthly is all about. Posting the first Monday of every month, I review your budget request submitted via the Google form down in the description below. Using this information and PCPartPicker, I tried to build the best bang for the buck PC within your budget, considering any constraints or platform preferences you may have. We usually make 4 builds, 2 AMD and 2 Intel, using either DDR4 or DDR5. We also check for deals on Micro Center and Newegg to see if we can modify the build to create a better PC within your budget. If possible, we also take a look at the used marketplace too. Next, we compare each build using online benchmarks and list out the pros and cons of the top options. This helps us figure out which build is best for you. And don't forget, we can't do any of this without your input. Speaking of the input, let's see how we fill out the Budget Builds request form. Now a quick disclaimer to go with this, Budget Builds will be as close or slightly over the budget due to parts and availability, as well as sales going on at the recorded time. In case you forgot or you're new to the channel, this is how we fill out the Budget Builds request form. For your privacy, we do not collect your Google information, just don't worry about that, you actually don't have to sign in. Budget builds do not include taxes, fees, or Windows keys unless specifically asked otherwise. Budgets will be in USD. Now form factor preference, this will determine case size, as in this is the motherboard size we're going to pick. If you want a mini ITX motherboard, we will go with a mini ITX case, unless you want us to get a micro ATX motherboard and then a specific case size, just put here in other. For CPU and GPU preferences, if you want us to build an Intel only system or an AMD only system, and same thing for their graphics cards. If you have any other preferences or requests when it comes to CPU or GPU, like an Intel GPU, just put it here in the other category. Areas of focus just covers the hierarchical standpoint of how we're going to build out the system and spread that budget. If you want us to focus first on your CPU, then your motherboard, maybe your graphics card, we're just going to put the budget more focused towards those. Focus first, and then focus last. We'll just grab some generic and placeholder items for you, the user, to actually pick out later on. For already purchased or own system components, if you already have a power supply or a case or anything like storage, just put it here. Just specify specifically what you have, just so we can work that into the build and we don't have to worry about putting money towards something in that budget that you already have. No sense in buying 2 PC cases if you can just use the one you already have. For peripherals, if you are requesting any, like a mouse, a keyboard, a monitor, a headset, just press on the peripheral and then the other just request what kind. For example, if you want a 1440p monitor, just hit monitor and then press 1440p in here. And then other request, no RGB or anything else you want us to know, just press in the other and then hit submit. And that pretty much concludes filling out the Google form. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Alright, with all of that out of the way, let's check out what kind of system we're building out in this month's episode. Alright, for the month of October, this user has a budget of $700 USD. That's a combination working gaming system, no form factor preference, no CPU or GPU preferences, focusing first on that graphics card, then their CPU and so forth, no already owned or purchased system components, wants a monitor, and has no other requests. So $700 is quite a tight budget to work with, especially when the user wants a monitor. So we'll see what we can do. Because there's no preference on CPU, GPU, or anything else, I don't think we're going to be able to build a decent spec AM5 or Intel DDR5 system. But I'll probably just stick with AM4 and Intel DDR4, maybe grab an Intel Arc card and see what we can do with that. Starting out with a quick template build. We probably could make this a little bit better, but I picked just basic placeholders in some cases, but decent specs. We have a 990 EVO Plus 1TB PCIe 5.0 NVMe SSD. Maybe we could drop it down to a 4.0 for a couple bucks. We'll switch that on later if needed. For our case, we got the Zalman T8 ATX mid-tower case. For power supply, we got the Corsair CX650M 80 plus bronze semi-modular ATX power supply. And then for our monitor, we went with a almost 24-inch 1080p 180Hz 1 millisecond response rate monitor. This is bringing us to $279.90. Just a quick reminder, we have $700 to work with. So, unfortunately, doesn't seem like we're going to be able to build an AM5 system just because we're already at just under half of that budget. But we'll move on, starting out with AM4, see what we can build from that. For our AM4 system, we have the Ryzen 5 5600X. It's a 6-core, 12-thread, 3.7 GHz boosting to 4.6. For motherboard, we have the ASRock B450M. It's a micro ATX AM4 motherboard. Seems like full-size standard ATX motherboards are more money, and we're on a tight budget. For our memory, we have the Silicon Power Gaming 16GB kit of DDR4 3200 CL16. I would go for faster RAM, but again, on that tight budget. For storage, we got that same 990 EVO Plus 1TB. I would still drop this down to a Gen 4 drive, but it's all just what's in stock for the storage. Maybe go for that Kingston drive that we always do for a couple bucks less. For a graphics card, we have the Radeon RX 580 8GB video card. Now, I would actually go with a used Intel card or even used AMD card, but the difficult thing is because we're using PCPartPicker and not checking out the used market. For 150 bucks, this is what we can get. If we end up checking out the used market on eBay, Facebook, or something in our local marketplace, if we decide to check that out later, for 150 bucks, we could probably find like an RTX 2060, maybe an RTX 3060. But all in all, what we'll be able to find used will be better than this RX 580. And then we got that same case, power supply, and monitor from our template build, sitting $5 over our budget. Some sales may come around, or we might be able to swap some components out for other components. But for $5 over our budget, it's actually not too bad. Just like I said before, we're not going to be able to do an AM5 build because there's just not enough room. So let's hop over to Intel and see what we can do with that. For our Intel DDR4 build, we have the i5-12400F. It's a 6-core, 12-thread, 2.5 GHz boosting to 4.4. Does come with included cooler. For motherboard, we have the Asus B760M micro ATX LGA1700 motherboard. Does come with Wi-Fi. And just like our AM4 build, everything from memory, storage, video card case, power supply, and monitor all stay the same. This time we're about $13.15 under our budget, which is great. Now we can try to take that, maybe shift some components around. If we drop this drive, we could get 10 bucks more, maybe 20, and put that towards our CPU. Or we can end up putting it towards that graphics card since the user specified they want a better graphics card. But brand new cards are kind of difficult with this price point. It's always best to get something used, as you can always get something better. Now, because we had some extra room in our budget, we were able to build a DDR5 variant of this. This is the exact same Intel build. This time we have a DDR5 capable ASRock B760M motherboard. And then our memory is the Patriot Viper Venom 16GB kit of DDR5 6400 CL32. Fortunately, this time we are $16 over that budget, but it's just something we could have easily done. Again, shift some of that money around, probably get $10 back if we swap out the storage, or even get something different for our graphics card. Now, I would take a look at pre-builds at this price point because you'll probably get a better overall build, but you'll be stuck with either a single stick of RAM or some proprietary motherboard. You're actually better off with the proprietary motherboard than a single stick of RAM, but I mean, it's all up to you which you want to choose. Now, I do want to do some CPU testing, so let's go and compare our i5-12400F with our Ryzen 5 5600X, just to see which of the two is better. We only have two CPUs to compare it to, so at the end of the day, it's up to the user which build they want to do. If they want to do an AMD build or Intel build, but let's first compare to see which one is better. Alright, here on Passmark we have our Ryzen 5 5600X and our i5-12400F. So it seems our Ryzen 5 5600X is actually better off than our i5-12400F by around 2,400 score difference. But the question becomes, which one is better off in gaming? So there are plenty of videos actually comparing the two CPUs. The only difficult thing when it comes to comparing CPUs is most of the comparisons use better style graphics cards than more budget-oriented graphics cards. Now, many of you are probably saying that the 4060 is a budget-oriented graphics card. I'm talking something like an RX 580 or maybe one of the Intel Arc cards. So why don't we just click on one of these and see what they show. Probably just click on one of these shorts to see if there's any difference. So we'll just click on this one and see what happens. So it seems they are quite similar in overall performance between the two. And the CPU difference between the i5-12400F and the Ryzen 5 5600X is, I would say, just about identical in some cases when using DDR5. So that pretty much means it's up to the user which they want to do. So I know we didn't go into more depth as we normally go, comparing builds to used and seeing if we can take this build to Micro Center, but when you're on such a tight budget, sometimes we're not able to actually go for that. Now, normally I would look at pre-builds to showcase, but once again, because that user needs that monitor, it's kind of a little more difficult to find certain PCs, depending on the different marketplaces or different builds or anything like that. So at the end of the day, we have our new systems. We have our Ryzen 5 5600X and our two i5-12400F DDR4 and DDR5 variants. Now, I would actually highly suggest the user to take a look at the used market when purchasing a graphics card or even a full system, as sometimes you can actually pick up a system on the cheaper side and it's only missing a component or two, and you can just rebuild the system that way. But at the end of the day, it's up to the user what they want to do. User, I hope these builds are in line to what you were looking for. And to everyone else, help us continue our series, fill out our Google form, like if you like this or dislike it, and I'll see you all in the next video.